The train is kind of my
I send the president also. Grace, Pedro.
Assistant director.
Assistant Director, Admin and HR. Finances. And your bank.
I don't know if I can be heard, but I cannot hear anything. I cannot hear the court proceeding. I think everybody is muted.
My lord is not muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, she can hear me, but it's
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me, my lord?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So you have to be reminded of me.
Yes.
You have to
Sworn
be
in.
one who has been discharged.
She was
She was on affirmation, but she's been discharged.
Yeah.
So you have to reaffirm again.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am. You repeat after me, ma. Hi, you mentioned your name in full, ma.
I, Kikelemo Bukola Ayeye,
Affirm that
affirm that
the evidence I shall give in this case
the evidence I give in this case
shall be the truth,
shall be the truth,
the whole truth,
the whole truth,
and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
Okay, I'm sorry. So used to standing up.
So that we can have frontal view.
Yes. Yes. Hans, do you recall listening to a statement on oath dated 5th
Yes,
of
I
May
do.
2026?
Yes,
Now, would you please look at this document and check your signature on it to confirm whether that is your signature?
that's my signature. That's my signature.
That's your
Ayeye.
signature. And what do
Yes,
you want the court to do with this statement?
I want the court to adopt it as my further statement, witness statement in this matter.
Ms. Balogun, you have the statement. You have a copy. It's dated 5th May
It was filed on
and 5 June.
look at it. It was filed second. You can have yours. Have a different
Okay.
that was the previous amendments that we made. This one, if you don't have it. That's the reply. That is it. I don't have this. Can I have it? Oh, you can have it. So, no objection. That would be also the witness.
Yes, Wednesday. Ms. Balogun,
Yes.
cross-examination on,
So,
you can proceed then. Yes, please.
Witness. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Yes, your father.
You're echoing.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, so I'm hearing
In your
you.
statement, dated 5th of May, you said there is nothing like taking permission. Are you telling me that since you've been working for 23 years with Lagos State Judiciary, let me telling you that anytime you want to go outside,
Anytime I want to do
your
what?
place so I can record.
what I'm asking the business, you are muted.
I think you are muted.
Yes.
You are Ade Dodger. You're muted. You can.
So
It's still showing muted. It's still showing
not
muted
muted.
here.
It's not muted here.
Uh,
It's not muted.
uh, I don't know. All right, let me just get your question.
My question to the witness, in her further statement, she said she traveled abroad without that. There is no rule or any provision in her letter of employment that she has to seek the consent of her superior before traveling out of the country. So my question to her now is that the first time she's traveling out of the country? Or is in her service year for 23 years? That's the first time she's doing it. Most of the time I travel out of the country on my vacation. I'm not saying I shouldn't take permission if I'm traveling when it is not my vacation. Yes, even if you're on vacation, when you want to leave your duty post, are you not meant to take permission before leaving? No, I don't know of any. I'm not aware of any rule like that. I'm not aware. But witness, I put it to you.
Just
Okay,
I need to record her responses. Yeah. So she said, so your question is, in your statement, you said there is no provision in your letter of employment requiring permission before you travel abroad. And you ask, is this your first time of traveling abroad? That's your question.
Yes.
That's your question, counsel. The response.
Witness, please repeat your answer.
Okay. I travel sometimes on my vacation, not outside my vacation. I am not aware that when I travel on my vacation, I am supposed to seek permission on my vacation, especially this time around. When I saw it was an emergency, I was traveling on health ground on my vacation at my expense. Yes. Witness, you know it is standard practice. If you are going on, okay.
You can sit down so that you can.
Witness, is the standard practice when you are going outside jurisdiction, any civil servant or public servant, you need to inform your superior or you can move out of the country. I am not aware that when I need to go on medical emergency on my vacation, I need to inform. And this wasn't even an issue up till the time that I submitted my letter of retirement. This wasn't, you traveled. Why did you travel? Did you collect permission before you travel? Was not an issue up till the time that I submitted my letter of retirement. What I was asking for, can you give me further time to deal with my medical condition? Can you give me, and when that was not forthcoming, I put in my letter of resignation. Retirement. I put in my letter of retirement. The issue of did you travel? Why did you travel? Did you seek leave to travel? Was not an issue before I put in my letter of retirement. But you know it's a standard. I don't know any standard that wasn't communicated. Okay. Okay, to your paragraph 10. Paragraph 10 in your reply. Should I read it? Yes, please.
Yes, it's in reply to paragraph 16 and 17 of the defense. I state that the salary was stopped as soon as I tendered my letter of retirement. Furthermore, the allegation of purported payment of salary till August 2023 is an attempt by the defendant to artificially sustain jurisdiction to issue queries after my letter of retirement had been delivered and accepted. So my question on that,
Let me know where you read from.
paragraph
10 of the witness statement.
paragraph 2 of further witness
Paragraph 10.
10, number 10, paragraph 10.
The state and salary of stock as soon as I attended the letter of retirement. Furthermore, the allegation of physical payment of salary is an attempt by the to share sustain jurisdiction to the various Yes, what's the question?
Okay, so my question now is, when they made the payment to you, did you try to return the money back to the state government that you are not working with them anymore?
Okay. It was when this came up, I went through my statement of account. I realized that the August salary was paid 20-something of August. Usually all salaries are paid the first week, first second. So why was I paid?
23rd of August. Salaries are paid 23rd.
No, salaries are usually paid first, second, third. Then they paid me 23rd of August. I just realized because I'm not in Nigeria, I don't even know how to operate from here. So they paid me on the 24th of August, just so that you want to, because all letters of query issued in the month of August. So you went back and paid, they should bring out when they paid me, when? 20-something of August, that's when they paid. If it was supposed to be normal salary, they will pay first, second, and third. I just found out because they said, oh, I'm still supposed, and since after that time, they stopped payment. So why did you pay in August, if not to validate all the queries to say that I'm still a staff?
And when they paid, why didn't you
I just found
or
out,
did you make an attempt since 2023?
No, I said I just found out when you filed an amendment to your statement of defense. I went to my record and I just found out right now. And how would I'm in the country, how would I know the...
No, witness, the money we had to, no matter the amount you have in your account, the amount sent, we had to the value in the account.
I just saw it now. I just saw it because of your further amendment to your statement of defense. That's when I had to call, anyway, it doesn't even matter. I went into my statement of account and I saw that the money was paid. It wasn't paid the regular salary. It was paid later in August. That's what I'm saying. And your question is that why did I not return it? I just found out 2 months ago. So, and then even if I was in Nigeria, am I operating? I don't know that I have money in my account in Nigeria. I don't know that they are paying because they stopped. But so why did they pay?
Witness, the question is, let me put it to you, you are with me. You are a lawyer, being a judge all the time for 23 years, and there's things you know that happens in the practice, but you try to ignore them. Probably because of your, let me say, maybe you are close to whoever when you were in service, or maybe something. Because this is the first time I'm hearing it, that any civil servant will leave the country, leave the jurisdiction without informing a superior. It's not because of
I'm not a civil servant. I'm not subject to civil service law. I am not a civil servant. I am not subject to civil service law.
You know, as a public servant,
you have given your duty. I think very sincerely, this issue did not come up before I submitted my letter of retirement. You cannot backdate and be fishing for a reason to dismiss me from service. I went for medical. You may not have heard it. That doesn't mean it's right or it's wrong. I am talking about my situation, and my situation is that I traveled on my vacation for medical purposes.
But this is not the first time you are getting.
My answer is not going to change, madam. You can submit and tell, you can submit whatever you want to submit. My answer is not going to change. what happened in my situation is what I'm telling you, counsel. What happened in my situation? I traveled for medical purpose. I traveled for during my vacation, and I wrote back and said, please give me time so that I can deal with my health issues. They do not, they are not answering me, and I put in my resignation because I want to stay healthy. I mean, sorry, I keep saying resignation. I put in my retirement after 23 years because I was ill.
But
it wasn't even illness, it was disability. I couldn't sit down and do anything. Because sitting down, the ability to sit down is what my job revolves around. I will sit in traffic. I drive myself. We are not provided drivers. There's the medical, the HMO provided does not cover the cost of extensive medical diagnosis that I needed in Nigeria. I was referred for more. I could have done it in Nigeria. It was expensive. I could get it for free abroad. And I chose during my leave period to go seek that out. That is just as simple as that.
Okay, so you are telling me that it's not necessary, it's not compulsory to report to anyone.
I am not telling you anything. I'm telling you the issue of why did you travel without our permission was not on the table in any query, in any form or shape before I dropped my letter to retire.
But the message sent to you, and you said
it renders it mute. It renders it mute. It's not an issue before I tendered my resignation.
But they sent you a message. And you said you were stuck in Canada.
I don't know what you are talking about, except of course you can prove the text and the context. I was never stuck in Canada. I could leave the country at any time I wanted to leave. So this is not a matter of this is not a matter of I'm stuck in Canada. I cannot leave. I could not even see through the journey. I could not sit during the journey without a lumber jacket.
Okay, so you have said a lot, both of you. So let me just tell you what I have on record. Why did you not return the salary? I was not aware it was paid. I just found out 2 months ago. I have not been operating my account. I am not in the country. Then the question, having been a judge for many years, can you honestly say you are not aware of the civil service rules? Your response, I was not a civil servant. I was a public officer. Then question, as a public officer, answer, my situation is that I traveled during vacation to take care of my health, which was not receiving appropriate attention in Nigeria. I was never stuck in Canada. These are the things that counsel.
I actually also said, my Lord, ma, that
Yes.
the August salary was paid at the end of August and not at the beginning as the usual salary. That's
Okay.
what supports my
what I
paragraph
have
10.
here, they paid me on the 24th of August, whereas salaries are usually paid 1st or 2nd of the next month.
Of the month.
Of the month. Of the month. So is that okay?
Yes, my Lord.
24th of August was when they paid you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So are you trying to do anything on refunding the money back? Even as of 2 months ago that you were aware.
If my retirement package is ready, they can take out the August salary. It's a very, if you want, you can take out the July salary.
But your retirement was not done. That's it. Because anybody, even the magistrate's rules, at least once notice given.
You have to, present that at the last. What I'm trying to say is that according to my letter of retirement, to my letter of employment, and even the magistrate rules, there is no time that you have to retire when your retirement is because you were disabled, you are not able to carry out the duties of your office. They don't say, because this is a situation that comes suddenly. These are situations that international practices in employment this thing covers. It's not what is covered that they said, okay, if you are sick, give us 1 year that you are going to die, then you can now retire after that. I do not want to retire at the time I retired. I love my job. I do not still want to retire. But then I had a medical condition and the system refused to acknowledge and accept that and accommodate me on that.
Okay.
That's the issue.
Okay, so let me tell you what I have, because I can't write all this.
So sorry.
So the question, have you made efforts to return the salary? Response, when paying my retirement benefits, you can deduct it. But your retirement is not regular. So I didn't get your response to that.
What I'm trying to say, my lord, is that according to my letter of employment and the civil magistrate court law, there is no provision that states the amount of time or notice that would be given in a situation where I'm unable to carry out the duty of my office due to disability. I was disabled at that time. I couldn't stand for long. I couldn't sit for long. I was practical. I was looking for solution. That was not the time that so the best bet is that, oh, okay, well, you know what, let me just let this job go. And I went in for retirement. And I sent in my letter, even if the notice is not sufficient, even conceding stating without conceding that the notice is not sufficient, the situation is that at that particular point, I needed medical intervention, and a system that I've served for 23 years refused to acknowledge nor accommodate me.
Yes.
Melanie, I have one more question for the witness.
Go ahead.
Witness, you said you are not a civil servant, but a public servant. And on the same vein, you said you are not governed by the public service rules. But as an official officer, as a magistrate, I'm sure you are governed or guided by magistrates, courts, laws. Did you agree with?
I am an employee of Lagos State Judiciary. I am governed by
Witness, it's
magistrate
not
court
possible.
law.
Even
That's
if you
what
are
I'm
an
saying.
employee,
Sir,
okay,
now,
like an employee
I
of
will say the
Lagos
answer
State
I will say. You cannot put an answer in my mouth.
I'm
I
not
am
putting answer
an
to your
employee.
mouth. Witness, hold on, please. Let me land with my question. Lagos State Judiciary employed based on what this public service rule says. But you said you are not governed by that.
I'm not even, I don't even believe I'm a public servant.
Yes,
I'm
I'm now coming back to you now. That, okay, you are not governed by public service rule, but you are governed by the magistrates,
I
courts,
accept.
and rules.
That's what I've been saying. Yes, I accept. Magistrate court law.
Yeah, you accept. So in your section 36, Milord, can I read this to her?
I think those are matters for submission now. We don't have to discuss laws. We are discussing facts.
Yeah.
Yes. Section 86, subsection 3 of magistrate says, no, section 2, sub 2. A magistrate shall serve on the commission a notice of his intention to retire not less than 3 months before his retirement.
What section are you referring to?
Section 86, sub 2, Magistrate Court Laws and Rules, 2009.
Yes, what's your question?
My question is, the rules itself that she believes she's governed or she was employed on stated that a magistrate shall serve on the commission, that is on the defendant,
Yes.
3 months, at least 3 months before his or her retirement. But in her own letter of retirement, due process wasn't followed. I want to, if she admits to that.
I've said it before. I said that that law did not state when you are in a state that you are unable to function. I was not able to function, so I couldn't stay on the job and serve 3 months notice. I was not at the job and I needed to leave so that I could access medical help. That, I accept that that's what's in the rule in the magistrate court law. Serve 3 months. That's what I accept. I accept that. But in my situation, I was disabled. And in that law, they didn't say, oh, when it comes suddenly on you, this is, you can give immediate.
Witness, don't read in isolation. You understand what I'm saying.
I said my situation is different from the law. My situation was not anticipated by the rule. That's what I'm saying. My situation was not anticipated by the rule. My situation was not anticipated by the rule. And what I'm saying is that the equitable thing to do was not a dismissal of 23 years of service because I didn't give 3 months of notice.
But you left your duty post without informing them. You went for leave and they expected you to come back, but you did not come.
Ask a question. Let's stop the discussion. Ask a question if you still have question.
Okay, so my question is, you said you are not a civil servant, you are not a, but at least magistrate's rules is there, is what you use when you were.
This is a repetition.
So do you admit with what this section said?
I admit to what the law says. How can I not agree with what the law says?
They answered already.
Okay.
They answered already and I have it on record. I was not on the job. Your question is, you referred to the rule and said, do you admit you did not follow the process?
So, Melon, I think I'll make it better.
Any re-examination?
No, my lord.
The witness is discharged.
Most obliged.
Thank you, man.
We are the first. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready. Yes. You know, our defendants, also our witness is in court for the defenders. I think my lord will permit us.
Unless, I think we have done enough for today. We have done enough. We have been, this matter, we rose by 10 a.m. today. And we've been back and forth just waiting for this. I think we have done. We can take a day. The next day, the witness will give evidence and be cross-examined. That's what we can do. Instead of, because if she gives evidence now, it will just be evidence in chief. There will be no cross-examination. So what we can do is to take another date, and then on that date, she can give evidence and be cross-examined. I'll note it. It comes down to the same thing.
Since 9 a.m.
Since 9 a.m., we've been climbing the stairs for how many times now? Salome, date for defense. 18th November, okay.
As the courtesies.
As copies.
Adjourn to 18th November for defense.
As the courtesies.
As
We
a
have
copy.
one witness.
You have one witness.
We
Just
have
one
one
witness.
witness. So for conclusion of defense.
Okay.
You can close this news.
It's him.
No longer answering questions.
No, we don't have.
You give us 16. Yes. Yes. No, your madam. Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́, ẹ má bínú o, iṣẹ́ wa ṣe dà lórí ìyẹn o. Láti máa ṣe nìyẹn o, constitution olóòlè jẹ́ kí constitution yóò pa wá. Ẹ wo, eré tí mo lè kàn sá wá láti mainland, ọ̀pẹ Anthony ní ọ́fíìsì nígbà.
Bí mo mú wọn lọ́bẹ̀ lé, wọ́n tún ti promise padà wá lẹ̀ sí ibò mi lọ́dún tó fẹ́ tó pé confam their down. Èmi mo ṣe ọlọ́run ló ní pé wà pé wrong information ilẹ̀ fún mi lọ́dún. Pé mi gbọ́ yín dáadáa. Àlẹ́ ti jẹ́ òkú rẹ̀ náà padà sí.
Káàbọ̀ ṣe pé mi lẹ́dá wọn náà straight back wọn ló ṣe
Are you Wednesday? Pé Adákẹ́ ṣe bá ṣọ́.
Sheriff message náà mo rí and now called him. He said we be in court. Ní pé 10:30 pé ICC gan ló ṣe so bí 10 gan lèmi gan dé. So bàbá wa di top máa ń sọ fún wọn pé ṣé kìí ṣe pé the same message pé mi wà. Therefore, o ní pé because mo pe lánàá sí máa ń tètè dé.
Did I know fast?
Wọ́n wọ́n máa pè wọ́n ICT oríṣiríṣi náà máa ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ fúnra wọn. Nigerian problem.
Condition náà wọ̀ fún yàrá pé technology yàtọ̀ ìwà. Ọkọ̀ English ó kọ sí mi lọ ẹbí tí kò fi wá. Virtual sitting. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So continue àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ìfẹ́ lọ kẹ́kẹ́ mi náà wá. Ó tún bí wọ́n bí pé sọ ti verify pé virtual sitting tó ń sọ yìí tí a máa jókòó sí ọ́fíìsì yìí àbá máa lọ kọ́ọ̀tù tó ní a máa jókòó sí ọ́fíìsì àbíbẹ̀kọ̀ mo béèrè.
I don't know what to do.
Àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ìfẹ́ ló